What's up, YouTube? What's going on? Welcome back to my channel, Mike's DIY Garage. Today, I'm going to talk to you about my 96 Impala. I purchased this car about 7 years ago. Currently, it has about 110,000 miles on it. I drove it up until about 2 years ago. The motor started knocking, so last year pulled the motor out. Was gonna get the motor rebuilt, but I said, why get it rebuilt when I could just LS swap it? So that's what I'm doing. Give you a couple shots of the inside. It's in pretty good shape. As you can see, the previous owner had got just the middle section redone because it was messed up, but the front two seats I am gonna get redone, so I'm gonna get those redone. Everything else in the car, I'd have a double dent kit that I'm gonna put right there. Let's see, everything else in the car is in pretty good shape. Here's the back seats. The back seat actually is really good, so I'm not gonna mess with the back seat, but I am going to do the front two seats, and I am gonna change out the carpet as well. But as for the most part, the interior is in really good shape. No cracks in the dash or anything like that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. This is my baby, so it's been down long enough. It's been down almost 2 years now, so it is time. Here's the trunk. It's a little dirty. I had a bunch of parts in it from the LT1 that I took out. The LT1 I took out, and I sold it to someone. So there's the LT1. So this is the LS2. This is what's going in it. I have all the parts here that I'm going to do the swap or get the swap done. So here's your LS2. It's out of a 2007 Corvette. It had 50,000 miles on it when we pulled it. I purchased it from a guy up in Pennsylvania. Before they pulled the engine, they actually, I went up there and actually heard it run. The car had been hit from the back, so it was totaled. They purchased a car to rebuild it, and when they went to rebuild it, they realized the frame was a little bit more damaged than what they wanted to rebuild. So they decided just to sell the engine. I found it on eBay, and I'm in Virginia, so I just drove to PA. It was about a 5-6 hour drive, but it was worth it. They had it on there for 36, I think 36, and he let me get it for 3,000 even if I can't pick it up. So I went there, took him the cash, I picked it up, and I paid $3 for it. And that's it has everything, came with everything. There's a few things that, of course, I'm going to change. I'm going to take off the exhaust manifolds. Here's the wiring harness that came with it. I don't need it because I have my wiring harness from my car, which I'm going to show you. All right, so we'll start off. So that's my LS2. This is a 4L80E. So the 96 Impalas came with a 4L60E, which is not that strong. So I know once I put this LS engine in it, it's going to destroy that transmission. So I just went ahead and purchased another one. Let's see what else we got here. So this is the cross member. Also, I have the motor mounts in here. Everything that I purchased from for the motor mounts and the cross member I purchased from BRP Hot Rods. Also purchased a muscle car oil pan. So here's a muscle car oil pan, so it'll fit in my car. There's the wiring harness. That took the longest to get here. It took almost 3 months for them to build this. So what I did was I pulled my engine out, and then I pulled off the harness, and I shipped it to Current Performance Wiring, which is down in Florida. I told them everything that I was doing. They fixed the harness, and they sent it back. So I actually received that last week. So that was pretty much almost my last piece to the puzzle. This is a transmission cooler. So And the trans cooler. This is the Eaton Yukon. As far as my rear end. So the gears, I'm putting 373s in them. So that's gonna be another project as well. And then we got the fuel pump. So this car is dry. It's not dry by wire, which I want to dry by wire. So I picked up the FiTech throttle body with all the sensors. So the FiTech is in there, and I'll be taking off the one that came with it. Take off that. This is just my coolant tank. The one that I had was like completely yellow, so I decided to buy another one. I'm also gonna get a washer, the washing fluid reservoir. I'm gonna get one of those as well. So both of the containers look brand new. And these are the long tube headers from BRP Hot Rods. So, like I said, I ordered most of them. I wanted to get everything together. I wanted everything to be pretty much an easy install. So that's why I went with BRP for most of the stuff, most of the mounts and the headers, because all of the system, it all works well together. So, let's see, the full LADE. The only thing I am waiting for is the torque converter. I ordered a torque converter from Circle D, so I'll be waiting for that. So I'm actually taking it to the guy that's going to do the install for me. I'm taking it to him on later this week. So I'll be taking it up to his house so he can get it all taken care of for me. Let's see. I do have some leftover Impala LT1 parts, which are right here. A bunch of stuff. I have like the starter, the alternator, and a few other parts that I do have that I have to get rid of. But all in all, yeah, this is my baby. This is my baby. The tail lights are blacked out. The tail lights are blacked out. They are done with paint. When the guy painted the car, he painted the tail lights as well. So whenever I buff the car up, I'll buff the tail lights as well, and it'll all be nice and shiny. So I haven't washed it in about 2 months, even though it's been sitting for a while. I still try to keep it clean. The wheels. Here are my wheels. The wheels are powder coated, so they are the original 17-inch factory wheels that come with it, and they are painted. Not painted, sorry, they're powder coated. I got those powder coated about 4 years ago when I got the car painted. So they're still holding up pretty good, but once I finish getting everything straight, I am going to put some, thinking 22-inch billets on it. Probably the intro rally twisted. I'm going to do the intro rally twisted on this car. So that's coming up. The headlights as well have been tinted, but these are a little bit too dark for me. I rode around them for many years, but it's time for a change. So I do have an extra set of headlights that I'm going to be changing these out. They are tinted as well. They just is not as dark. Even though I love the way this looks, this car looks mean when it's coming down the road. Everything blacked out. But I am going to, the headlights will be a little lighter. The trans is still in it, so I do have to pull the trans out. The 4L60E, it is still running. And there's the washer reservoir that I was talking about. It looks a little dingy, so I'm gonna clean up the engine bay, get everything looking real nice and fresh. I definitely have to get one of these. I hate that it looks like that. It drives me crazy. But yeah, this is my 1996 Impala. Funny story real quick. When I let my wife drive it, I had it for about 2 weeks. And my wife didn't want to move it, so to get her car out the driveway when we were living in Florida. So she decided, oh, can I drive? And I was like, well, you just driving to the grocery store, which is 2 miles away, so go ahead. So she jumps in and she drives it, and what does she do? She tear off the mirror. So that was the first part I had to replace on this car. I had to buy a brand new mirror and get it painted because my wife tore it off. But other than that, I haven't had any accidents or anything with this car. But I love it. I can't wait for it to get finished. And as soon as we get it finished, I will definitely be having some fun with this. I do have LED lights all the way around. So there's LED lights on the back, the front, the interior, everything is LED lights. As you can see, it's really nasty. I don't usually let my cars get this dirty, but this pollen season right now, and over the last few weeks, this pollen has been all over the place. So I will be cleaning this all up probably within the next couple days, because I don't want to send it to the guy that's doing my install. I don't want to send it to his house all nasty and dirty. So yep, that's my toy. So I have a few other projects that I am working on. That's my wife's 1973 Impala. It runs like a champ. No issues with it at all. Well, I take that back. There are a few things that we are going to do to it, but it runs perfect. It still runs good. And here's my 1987 Grand National T-Tops. It has T-Tops. It has about 60,000 original miles on it. And all in all, it's a really good car. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this car. It runs, it burns a tire. If you touch it, she's gonna roll. And then I have my Tahoe. That's my wife's car. But I have my Tahoe as well that I am working on, that I'll be doing as well. All right. Well, I appreciate y'all checking out my video. There will be more to come. All right. Remember, like, subscribe, and share. All right. Thank you.